Discussion, huh? Martin Odegaard is better than James Maddison.
Let's not do this, guys. Come on.
He's not, huh? He is, no? तो क्या मतलब बोल क्या रहा है? मतलब है या नहीं है?
No, there's no way. No chance.
What?
No chance. I don't think so. What Maddison has done for Leicester and how he's
What
played
has he
there,
done for Leicester?
What has he done?
What has he done? They got relegated.
He's won them the FA Cup. He's won them the Community Shield.
He also got them
he scored
relegated.
10.
He didn't.
You are saying it in a tone as if it's Premier League and Champions League, but what you're actually saying is FA Cup and
But then,
Community.
come on, what has Odegaard done? Odegaard has done nothing.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
He's transferred
but in
Arsenal
the
into
sense of,
a top two team in the Premier League, dude.
Guys,
He
listen,
has
if we are comparing
catapulted
player-wise,
Arsenal into
of
the
course,
Champions League. He's the Arsenal captain, dude. Come on.
That is.
He's the Norway captain ahead of Erling Haaland as well. उसका लेफ्ट फुट टच देगा है, मतलब ऐसा टच करेगा, मतलब लगेगा नहीं कि वो टच किया है.
Where you said no chance, that's where you sounded a bit too arrogant.
Exactly.
If you had said no,
there is
we would have given it to you.
chance.
You said
Like,
no
I
chance.
stand by it. Even if he was not playing for what we say Arsenal. Oh, sorry. If Maddison was not playing for Spurs, I would still say. If he was at Leicester also, I would say he's better than Odegaard.
James Maddison, before joining Tottenham, he was that guy you take in your fantasy team. That's how people knew him.
Yeah.
That's it.
Nah, that's not.
He's a good player.
Dude, he's a
I'm
good
He was
player.
just that good player who's like, you know,
He's a good player, we agree. ठीक है. But वो अगर इतना अच्छा है तो वो why didn't he create enough chances so that Leicester City could survive? वो तो नहीं हो पाया ना, तो डाउन चले गए.
He got injured, यार. He got injured.
तो इसमें ब्लेम मार्टिन ओडेगार्ड का थोड़ी ना है, वो अपने आप को फिट नहीं
okay,
रख पाता.
just tell me.
तो Odegaard का देखो,
What were his
Odegaard का
stats
एक
last season? Just tell me his stats. That'll be a good way to compare. What were his stats?
Why not? I think he scored 10 goals and gave 5 assists. Odegaard
Yeah, so this guy was 15 goals and I think 8 assists.
15 goals and
Memory.
10 assists. I know. Listen, the games. Odegaard had started every game for Arsenal last season, whereas Maddison had only started 23 games.
His own manager doesn't trust him. What can I do?
No, he was injured. It's not manager.
अच्छा नो बायस, ठीक है. तेरा टीम अभी फाइनल में खेल रहा है, मान ले एक FA कप फाइनल में खेल रहा है, नॉट FA कप.
I would take Maddison.
कम ऑन डूड, क्या बात कर रहा है?
No
क्या
chance.
यू टेक मैड?
Like,
वो इंग्लैंड
he is
टीम में उसको
Maddison-
चांस नहीं मिल रहा है.
Guys,
उसको
Guys,
साउथगेट भी
no
नहीं ले रहा है
okay,
उसको.
Now, if you think I'm being biased right now, okay, I give Arsenal where their props are. If you wanted to compare, like you said, Gabriel and Romero, right? We're having this comparison. I would say Gabriel is the best. Like he's better than Romero. He's better than Van. That's common knowledge. But when it comes to Maddison and Odegaard, I don't think. Like I think you guys should agree that Maddison is better than Odegaard. If you don't take last season into consideration.
So the only people
what
I'll
he's
say
done
better
at
than
Arsenal-
Odegaard would be like KDB. That
KDB,
level.
yes,
Only that
yes.
level I'll take it from you.
And at
Madison,
par,
dude, what the fuck are you talking about?
Madison,
It's fucking Madison.
In all fairness, I would.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? It's fucking Odegaard. He played at Real Sociedad for a few seasons ago. What has he done? He's done absolutely nothing.
Yeah, so
at
Real
all.
I'm telling you
Sociedad,
what
if
he
you're
has
looking-
done. He has
No,
catapulted
but if you're
Arsenal
looking
into a
down
top
at
2 team.
Real Sociedad, what is Leicester? Like, it's not like Leicester is like,
Sociedad is in
some-
Champions League, dude. क्या बात कर रहा है? अरे
In all
Okay.
earnestness, I would say if you compare a person right now, two players, then the percentage of people taking them in fantasy league is very close to how well they are performing at that moment.
हाँ.
And both Maddison and Odegaard are close. So let's say कि anyone is by far better than the other.
देख,
He said no chance.
तू अभी
He said no chance.
तू अभी FPL ओपन
Are we
करेगा.
talking overall? Guys,
तो
are
अभी
we talking overall or are we talking?
Overall.
this season or last
Overall.
Yeah, I would say Maddison.
Overall, then I would have to give it to Maddison. He has been in form.
Come on, dude. अभी FPL खोलो.
Oh my God.
अभी FPL खोलो. दोनों
FPL क्यों खोलो यार?
का प्राइस देखो कितना है.
No, so but see the percentage of.
FPL, yeah,
Just saying.
Let's take this from
Oh, just tell me on FIFA also, what are the ratings? Of,
Oh my God, come on,
Madison का I think
yeah,
84 है. Madison का
87 है, हाँ ठीक है.
Madison-
Odegaard का
Mad-
87 है, Madison का 84
84 है.
87, dude, and
हाँ.
84.
Walkout है भाई.
Come on,
भाई
Walkout
एक
है.
season से jump बस just one season he's played well. One season.
Last
Odegaard has
season,
played well.
yeah, last season.
Three
How
weeks-
many player of the
last
month
season.
did he get?
And he's
That's
older
not
also,
a
right? Madison is a
stat.
little bit older than Odegaard also, I
He
think.
got, I think.
Yes, of course. Madison is 3 years older than Odegaard.
I think
Yeah.
Maddison is
So when you
26,
say one
Maddison-
season he played well, like you're making it sound like this guy used to like won 3 Champions League before this.
he played,
let me make
वो
like,
दो
a valid
सीजन
point.
अच्छा खेला
First
आर्सेनल
thing,
के लिए, 2
let me
सीजन
make
अच्छा.
a valid point. What I'm
Those-
trying to say here is Maddison has done it in the Premier League for years now. He's been that guy for years. He's actually given
He's
15
not-
plus GA contribution.
नहीं,
He's
he's
been
not.
5
good for
seasons.
some time.
He's
He
not.
has something
He's done-
stronger than Ødegaard.
He's
अरे वैसे बोला जाए तो जेम्स वॉर्ड प्रॉस भी फ्री किक मारता है, तो वो क्या अच्छा
Exactly, bro. Like at what level has he done it? Yeah, at what level has he done it?
Game maker.
Martin
done it
Odegaard
at-
has done it at a much more higher level. ठीक है, चाहे वो चैंपियंस लीग में हो, चाहे वो ला लीगा में हो, चाहे वो प्रीमियर लीग में हो, वो आया तो ही मेड आर्सेनल इनटू अ चैंपियंस लीग कंटेंडर पहला फुल सीजन में बता रहा हूँ. उसके बाद वाले में देन उसका परफॉर्मेंस इतना अच्छा रहा कि ही वॉज प्रमोटेड टू द क्लब कैप्टन. फर्स्ट टच उसका मतलब फैंसी ट्रिक विक सब देखा है क्या, मतलब गूजबम्स आ जाते हैं भाई देख के उसको. ठीक है, एंड बैक टू बैक ही वॉन लाइक 3 या 4 प्लेयर ऑफ द मंथ जीता वो लास्ट ईयर. ठीक है, असिस्ट चार्ट, स्टैट्स चार्ट में लास्ट ईयर, एंड because of him and Saka and Saliba.
Because the entire Arsenal as a team clicked together. Say, I don't think if without a Saka or a Martinelli, he could have done the same wonders.
I
He did that for Norway.
I disagree.
I've
But
seen
when you say click together, he's the reason they
He's
click
the
together
reason.
because
He's that
it all
reason
together.
behind. Actually,
See,
exactly.
that's the thing. We can't be very clear because that's the same team that stopped clicking after a certain point in time. It's not just a player, but I feel ki the other two also stepped up. And Saka right now is, I think, the best player of England. Best.
नहीं,
I
Harry
don't think
Kane.
there's-
now.
After Harry Kane,
I
I
think
think.
striker log is going to be more in limelight, but I feel Saka is more of a playmaker than even Kane. Even Kane's goal against Malta was set up by Saka.
Yeah, मतलब Saka, मतलब इंग्लैंड टोटल का अगर कंपेयर करें तो आई वुड से हैरी केन नंबर 1, देन Saka, देन राइस एंड काइल वॉकर मे बी आई वुड से. नॉट नंबर 1, नंबर 2 डेफिनेटली. एंड फोर्डन, ग्रिलिश, ये लोग. मैडिसन तो इंग्लैंड टीम में उसको चांस ही नहीं मिलता है भाई. एंड
that's not his fault. That's not his
मार्टिन ओडेगार्ड नॉर्वे टीम का
Southgate
कैप्टन
is
है.
Whose fault is that
That's
then?
the-
If it's not his fault,
He's-
That's
whose fault is
Southgate's
it?
fault. That's Southgate.
Southgate is an idiot, so I
Madison
don't
has done it for
think
years.
that's anyone's fault.
He's just a fan.
Like you can't say he doesn't get chance. For
he's just a
England.
fancier-
Maguire is
fancier
playing for
Mason
England.
Mount और कुछ
That's
नहीं
a
है.
clear fact.
He's just a fancier Mason Mount जो कि थोड़ा उसको आता है फ्री किक लेना, बस that's it.
I
और
think Maddison is
So okay. In that comparison, then Ødegaard is just a fancier Mesut Ozil.
Yeah,
That's
he is.
the fact.
yeah,
He's just a fancier.
yeah.
Mesut.
Fancier Mesut Ozil is a huge compliment.
compliment.
bro.
I
You
agree.
know what level
Not prime
Ozil is?
Mesut Ozil. Not prime Mesut Ozil. The Mesut Ozil that was at the end of the season when he
He's
was
fancier.
for Arsenal.
fancier and
Like when he was-
industrious version of Mesut Ozil, I would say. He tracks back.
Okay.
He captain है भाई, क्लब कैप्टन है भाई, थोड़ा रिस्पेक्ट डालो नाम पे. मैडिसन अब उसका
तो
पहला
the same
सीजन है
thing,
with
Maddison
Spurs.
is a
The
vice
thing is
captain of
like
Tottenham.
okay, like a team like Man City, between Ødegaard and this Maddison, they would not go for a Maddison. They might go
They
for
went for Maddison. Maddison, like they wanted to go for him. They didn't like completely go for that pursuit. Even Arsenal went from. I think last season
Because he is a
when he was
Bollywood
at
Arsenal
Leicester,
fan.
he
That is
transferred.
why.
Arsenal also
उसको
tried
पूछे,
to go for Maddison.
उसको पूछे वो तो बॉलीवुड आर्सेनल फैन था, आएगा क्या करके. बोला सर आपके पास तो मार्टिन ओडेगार्ड है, मैं कहाँ खेलूंगा, मेरे को
No,
वियरा.
if he joined Arsenal,
मेरे को
I bet
Fabio-
he would start over Odegaard.
Authentically
100% he would have started over
नो
Odegaard.
चांस, नो चांस.
He would have
अरे
started
वो
over
जॉइन
Odegaard.
क्या, हैरी केन भाग गया यार, तू क्या बात कर रहा है. हैरी केन बोला भाई नहीं
ऐसा
इससे
थोड़ी
नहीं
है,
हो
तो
पाएगा, मैं
ऐसे
जा
तो-
रहा हूँ बेयन करके.
Lazy.
केन वाज लाइक यार क्या यार, कितने अच्छा प्लेयर नहीं आ रहे हैं, ये सब सलोमन को ला रहे हैं, सारवार को ला रहे हैं,
forever. Let's
हुगो लोरिस को बेच के विकारियो को ला रहे हैं, बिग लैंच पता नहीं कौन है, क्या है, कहाँ से आ रहे हैं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया डाउन अंडर, कहाँ कौन से कंट्री से कहाँ से किसी को तो उठा के ले रहा है. मैं भाई जा रहा हूँ जर्मनी,
now he's attacking you, Divya.
टाइटल मेरे को यहाँ से दूर तक नहीं नजर नहीं आ रहा है. मैडिसन ये तो लेस्टर को ले डूबा, ये स्पर्स को भी
नहीं, I'll be very honest, Maddison अच्छा player है, but I don't think वो उसके level पे है, मेरे को personally.
नहीं है. See, if he does it the entire year this year ना,
if he does it the entire this year, then you can talk.
Then definitely agree. On a serious note, वो मान ले कि
From
अगर
that
ये
perspective, then it's easy to say that Odegaard is also not the player. He's done it just one season last
Two
year.
seasons.
This season we'll see. if he
Two
does.
seasons, भाई.
And he's gone missing. He's gone. Where 2 seasons? The fifth
Last
place
year
finish
Arsenal
when
finished
Arsenal got
second.
it.
Yeah, the 5th place finish and this one.
Huh.
Yeah, two.
seasons.
This one. So what did he do in the 5th place finish? Let's pull up his stats and see. We'll compare it to Maddison and we'll see how good he was.
देखो चेक करो.
Let's compare. Oh my
Bro,
God.
Maddison was playing for Leicester, dude. Like, what is the conversation? I don't understand.
एक दो फ्री किक क्या मार लिया ये मतलब पूरा मतलब फैन हो गया रे मतलब उसको.
And I think Maddison is a good player. Like again, leaving the Arsenal bias here aside, Maddison is a great player. He's played for Leicester City time and again and delivered. But Ødegaard has had a better form last year. And this year,
अच्छा तेरे को अगर पूछेंगे ब्रूनो या मैडिसन तो किसको लेगा?
in different roles.
नहीं different नंबर 10 रोल सब तो नंबर 10 रोल को ही प्रेफर करते हैं ना.
I would take a Bruno Fernandes in my team.
तो
That's what I'm saying. If the argument was Bruno and Ødegaard, actually that's a very strong argument.
Yeah.
I'll admit.
Yeah.
But not fucking Maddison, dude. What the fuck are we talking about?
I am Maddison is also good, like I said. And FPL stats are a very fair indicator. And 16% possession for Maddison and 14% possession for Ødegaard means
Price में that's what this guy said, right? Price में it is higher.
right.
But not much difference. 8.3 versus a 7.9.
वही तो हमने भी कौन सा बोला कि much better, हमने बोला वो
बेटर है करके. हम लोग कहाँ बोल रहे हैं कि माइल्स अहेड, ऐसा नहीं बोल रहे हैं.
नहीं बोला कि no chance.
So I'm saying the comparison can be done. It's in the same sentence.
You can do it. So for example, I would say कि on dead ball aspects, I think Maddison is better than Ødegaard. तो ये बोल सकता है, ठीक है. बेटर मतलब स्लाइटली बेटर तो बोल सकता है, मैं बोलूंगा नहीं पूरा बेटर. ठीक है.
Sporting wise, Maddison is better than Ødegaard. I
ठीक
don't think.
है. But touch wise, ठीक है, वो जो सिल्की टर्न लेके एक जो पास देता है उसका विजन वाइज भी बोलता हूँ, मैडिसन का विजन भी अच्छा है, शॉर्ट पासिंग भी अच्छा है करके. ठीक है.
Maddison also has this great runs that he does from mid to the the D area. So I think
and open play से finishing. Open play से finishing में Ødegaard का बूट स्लेस भी नहीं कर पाएगा मैडिसन, पता है.
For Tottenham itself, Maddison has scored more goals I think than Ødegaard this season, right?
ये सीजन तो लास्ट 4 गेम तो खेला भी नहीं है.
Last season he's not better than Ødegaard. This season he has played better than Ødegaard.
This season he has played better and you can see with Tottenham. But I'm just saying overall अगर आप देखोगे
तो overall I think they're comparable. I feel they're comparable.
Overall what me and Div basically are saying is कि अगर मैडिसन ने consistently एक higher level पे परफॉर्म इतना नहीं किया है, परफॉर्मिंग फॉर नॉर्विच, परफॉर्मिंग फॉर लेस्टर करके तुम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि हाँ भाई हम लोग एक चैंपियंस लीग टीम या टॉप 3 टीम के कैप्टन के साथ हम लोग कंपेयर कर सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं होता है. तो इफ यू आर डूइंग वेल फॉर स्पर्स दिस सीजन, मान लो
खुद एक टॉप 3 टीम का प्लेयर ही है अभी वो, तो यू कैन कंपेयर हिम टू हिम बिकॉज़ सी ही प्लेस फॉर नॉर्वे, डजंट मेक एनी डिफरेंस. इवन मैडिसन डजंट गेट टू प्ले फॉर इंग्लैंड.
वही तो हमने उसको बोला लास्ट में, बाय द एंड ऑफ द सीजन इफ मैडिसन हैज परफॉर्म्ड एट अ वेरी हाई लेवल एंड ही बीट्स, then I'll say कि नहीं, Maddison is actually really good.
अरे वो गुस्सा,
but like you said, if you
गुस्सा होकर निकल गया क्या?
If you said all of that,
कॉल कर भाई फरमान को.
I am willing to concede कि Bruno you can argue because he has done it for years. Stats are crazy. Maybe some people will take Bruno. I understand that. But don't give me that Maddison shit. No, not tonight. The way Arman said no chance. If the other side the player was KDB, I would have said yeah, no chance. KDB is another. KDB मतलब all time level. That's what I'm saying. They are fucking world class. Now if I start telling you KDB and Maddison maybe, and if the other guy, then you'll want to slap him, right? Like,
वो बोलेगा बिसोमा रॉड्री के बराबर है, तू क्या बोलेगा?
हाँ, तो तेरे को लगेगा ना, मैं तो बिसोमा है कौन? ठीक है.
अभी तो उनके टीम का Ødegaard ही है ना, तो ठीक है, बैलेंस तो है ही. But see again, I think
उनके टीम ही तो रेलीगेट हुई है.
Hey hi dude, तुझे बुरा लगा क्या? अरे ब्रो चिल कर यार, हम लोग ऐसे मस्ती कर रहे हैं.
करंट कट गया यार.
अच्छा ठीक है. See so what me and Dave are saying is कि see if let's say Maddison continues to perform the way he has been for Spurs the entire season, ठीक है, जैसे अभी तक कर रहा है this last 3-4 months, वैसे अगर throughout the season करा and Spurs finish really well in the league and do
even top 4, I'll take top 4
even top
if they
4
do top 4,
and if they do well on all domestic fronts, ठीक है, लीग कप हो गया, FA कप हो गया, तो हम लोग नेक्स्ट ईयर जब हम लोग बात करेंगे कि हाँ भाई
then he's in the argument 100%.
then definitely आर्गुमेंट में है कि भाई नेक टू नेक है या क्या है, 19-20 है या मैडिसन बेटर हो सकता है, ये हम लोग कर सकते हैं. बट लास्ट 2 सीजन में ना, तो आर्सेनल पहला सीजन में फर्स्ट फुल सीजन ऑफ मार्टिन ओडेगार्ड, दे वर चैलेंजिंग फॉर टॉप 4, पूरा फियर्स था, ठीक है, एंड उसमें क्रिटिकल थे साका एंड ओडेगार्ड, एंड दे उसको और आगे बढ़ा के द फॉलोइंग सीजन दे माउंटेड अ टाइटल चार्ज, ठीक है. मैडिसन आज तक कहाँ किया है वो सब?
Do you think if Ødegaard was English, would he start right now in that team?
Yes, 100%.
over Jude Bellingham.
नहीं,
Would he
जूड
start over
बेलिंगम
Jude
को
Bellingham?
वो नंबर 10 पे
No, maybe not over Jude Bellingham.
नॉट ओवर
but-
जूड बेलिंगम बिकॉज जूड बेलिंगम को मैं सेंटर मिड पे खिलाता
where would he
नॉट एज अ
play?
कैम. अगर मैं मैनेजर होता
Okay, fair.
अगर मैं मैनेजर होता तो आई वुड प्ले राइस एंड बेलिंगम, राइस एज अ मोर ऑफ अ सीडीएम एंड बेलिंगम एज अ सीएम, एंड आगे रखूंगा इसको ओडेगार्ड को. टॉप में हैरी केन, इस तरफ साका, इस तरफ आइदर स्टर्लिंग या फिर फोर्डन, जो भी. ठीक है, दैट वुड बी माय फ्रंट 3 and mid 3.
Arman, to condense it for you, just it's very simple. Now that he's joined Tottenham, there's a level of elitism.
Yeah.
So now he's with the big boys. If he
Yeah.
performs well, then we'll consider it.
Definitely,
That's it.
definitely.
I
Okay,
don't
let's
think
say
Ødegaard has performed at all this season. He's
No,
not
no,
done
oh,
anything this season
okay.
at all.
This season, Maddison is leading. I never said no. Because that reflects in Tottenham's position, bro. They were first.
so that is why we are saying all time, no? मतलब हम लोग ये
We're saying
season का
overall. I'm not saying this season. This season, if you ask me, Maddison has done better. No
हाँ,
doubt about it.
obviously.
Another thing about Maddison, if he keeps getting injured like this, it will finally affect his career because he gets on a good run.
No. But the thing is that Divyansh, the problem with Maddison is this: it has always been this problem. He's always had this ankle injury.
But then that
He's been
finally
carrying.
comes, it affects your profile, right? Because people will think of you as an injury-prone player, and
Yeah.
that's the problem.
He is an injury-prone player. Like when Tottenham bought him, they knew that he was
Yeah.
going to be injury-prone. Now he's out for the whole December, right? And he's out till
Yeah.
January.
Hmm.
So that's
Yeah.
11 games in December. He's not there for. So that's 11 games without a goal, without an assist, no contribution.
See,
So
that's it, and then that will affect his stats.
Yeah.
That's the
that will
problem.
affect his stats, and there we can say that Ødegaard will basically overtake him in this case. And but if I want to say like to like player, if I had to pick someone, I would pick Maddison, just because if I had to sign him, he'd be cheaper than Ødegaard. Don't you agree? He'll be cheaper, like much cheaper. He'd be only for.
And why
30
do you
million,
think that
40
is?
नहीं
Why do you
नहीं
think that is?
नहीं
No,
I'll
that's
not
because he
agree
played
here.
for a
नहीं
club
Div,
like Leicester. If now listen.
नहीं
if-
Div, मैं
if we
बोलूंगा
want to take
चीप
Ødegaard-
नहीं आएगा. क्यों पता है? क्योंकि इज इंग्लिश, वो डेफिनेटली चीप नहीं आएगा. इज
We
इंग्लिश
signed him
नो.
for only 35 million, yeah.
हाँ तो
We only signed him for 30.
बट द वे ही हैज स्टार्टेड ना, अभी इंजरी भी हो गया ना, तो मान लो नेक्स्ट सीजन लेट्स से यूनाइटेड बोलता है कि नहीं, मेसन माउंट हैज नॉट वर्क फॉर अस, वी वांट टू गो फॉर मैडिसन, तो तुझे लगता है कि स्पर्स 30 में उसको बेचेगा? डेफिनेटली 50-60 तो
Definitely not.
है ना, तो चीप तो नहीं आएगा.
They'll sell him.
ठीक है, चीप नहीं आएगा.
Oh, no, I know. It's all banter.
This is banter, dude. This is what
He
banter
put
is
this
all
point
about.
forward na, because of
You know
the
where it started? When you said no chance.
हाँ.
That's where it all
That is
started.
when it all
But
started.
like,
You'd have said debatable करके है करके 19-19-20 है करके ऐसा बोलते तो हम लोग मतलब सोचते हैं अरे भाई हाँ ठीक है
Bro, you
debatable है.
looked at us like we said some of the stupidest shit ever said.
तू ऐसा बोला जैसे हम लोग फैबियो विएरा के साथ हम लोग कंपेयर कर रहे हैं भाई, ऐसा थोड़ी ना है.